Hi, my name is Kenneth Pullman, and today you're about to flies in the face of pretty much every lie that Big Pharma and even your family doctor has probably told. Obviously, I can't make this decision for you, but what I can do is answer some of the most common questions I get asked so that you have all of the information you need to move forward. 1. So to start, you're probably wondering how it's possible that Diabetes Protocol Program can permanently reverse your diabetes, especially when you've been told forever that there isn't a cure. Well, what makes this program different is that it doesn't focus on insulin production whatsoever. It also doesn't focus on reducing sugar once it's already entered into the bloodstream. Instead, you are simply allowing your kidneys and liver to absorb a unique combination of enzymes, amino acids, proteins, and fatty acids that, when introduced into your body at the right time, stops the little glucose production factories that are working around the clock to pump sugar into your bloodstream. In other words, you're stopping the problem at its source, whereas traditional medications and diets are trying to deal with the problem after the fact. Or, to use an analogy, you're essentially taking the bullets out of a loaded gun so that it can't fire in the first place, rather than wearing a bulletproof vest and waiting for the impact. 2. Next, you're probably curious why you've never heard of this before. Well, as I explained during the presentation, diabetes is a $245 billion per year industry. In fact, each year, your personal diabetes is worth more than $14,000 to the pharmaceuticals on average, and that's $140,000 over the next 10 years. For this reason, they spend literally tens of billions of dollars each year to ensure that academic medicine and private researchers focus only on medications that manage diabetes, not ones that cure it. 3. You might also be unsure of who this program works for. So let me explain. Because the Diabetes Protocol Program stops glucose production at the source, it will work for anyone who has high blood sugar. This includes people with both type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, as well as pre-diabetics. 4. Next, you're probably curious about what happens when you click Add to Cart. Once you hit the Add to Cart button you see below this video, you'll go to our triple encrypted and 100% secure checkout page. You just enter your payment information and that's it. Then, you'll be taken to our private members-only area, where you'll have full access to the 19-day program, the food and supplement list, the daily schedule, the post-program guide for reintroducing the foods you love back into your diet, and instructions for how to heal yourself and giving up on all of the medications you hate. It's that easy, and the materials can all be viewed from your computer, your tablet, or your smartphone. They can also be downloaded and saved, or you can print them out so you have extra copies. 5. I'm guessing another question you're wondering about is, how long does it really take to get results? Well, it varies some, but the average time to be completely diabetes-free was 19 days. Some may take longer, but usually you should start seeing results in less than a week. This program has now been shared with more than 41,000 additional Americans just like you, and we've never had a case where the program didn't deliver those same results to them. 6. Next, let me give you again the terms of that guarantee that I mentioned. Because I want you to feel completely confident in your investment today, I'm providing you with a full 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply click the Add to Cart button below and try Diabetes Protocol Program out for yourself for the next 60 days. If you don't get the results I promise within 19 days, or you're unsatisfied for any other reason, simply send an email to the address I'll give you, and I'll give you a 100% refund, no questions asked. It should be clear that if I thought this wasn't going to work, there's no way I would make such an offer. But I do know that this will work. A total of more than 41,000 people have already proven it. 7. Next to last, you're probably wondering how long this program will be available to the public. Well, I can't say explicitly, but I can tell you that we're seeing more and more visits to this site from Big Pharma, and that history shows us that they're not afraid to spend billions of dollars in legal fees to get something that threatens their very existence shut down. If you think about it, that makes sense. Wouldn't you spend $2 billion in lawyer costs to protect the $245 billion per year you make? So in other words, if you're truly serious about reversing your type 2 diabetes in the next 19 days, you need to take action immediately. 8. And finally, that brings us to the issue of how do you take action and get Diabetes Protocol Program for yourself? This one's easy. Simply click the Add to Cart button below the video and try out the entire program for yourself for 60 days with absolutely no risk. If you're unhappy for any reason, you'll be given a prompt refund, no questions asked. But that being said, I'm supremely confident you won't be asking for a refund because this program has been clinically proven to be effective for all people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, even if their blood sugar level often flirts with 300 or 400 or higher. So click the Add to Cart button below, fill in your payment details, and submit your order. I can't wait to hear your results.